Oh, I could talk about this more. Because now I'm thinking, like, if you go to a thrift store, there's prices at thrift stores that are more expensive now than fast fashion brands, than something at Walmart. So to buy something brand new for a cheap price, or you go to a thrift store for even more higher prices. Why is that? Oh yeah, because now we have this group of people, not fast fashion, but this group of people that claims they're sustainable fashion because they're buying from thrift stores, right? They're buying from thrift stores and then they upcharge their prices and then sell it in their store, and that's their slow fashion, sustainable fashion brand, is they're just getting clothes from thrift stores and upcharging it. So then it's like, okay, well then that just makes all the prices go up in thrift stores, and then, but meanwhile, fast fashion, the prices keep going down even further. Big companies are like, okay, no, you gotta bring down lower. So then this guy's like, no, we can't do it. It's like, okay, well then we're gonna go over here. So it's like, no, yeah, we can do it. We're gonna bring down these prices. Okay, then we'll stay with you. We'll keep our business with you. And now they're ignoring like health codes and cracks in buildings. And now I have to touch this because this was a very tragic time for Bangladesh. But I will touch base on the collapse of Rana Plaza in 2014. Do you remember that? That was a big thing. I remember I was in high school when I heard about that. This is the vicious cycle. This is the beginning of it. I'm telling you like what it is, what fast fashion is. But it's a whole cycle. It all comes back to the third world countries. It's disgusting. So right now though, I'm talking to you about the collapse of the Rana Plaza in Bangladesh, which was a fashion manufacturer in Bangladesh. And because of these corporate companies, right? These fast fashion companies saying, lower your prices, whatever, otherwise we're going somewhere else. So that now they have to work even faster to pump out these garments. So they're working all these hours, barely getting any breaks, right? So they can't afford to waste any time. There was cracks in the building. The business owner of that factory, he ignored all the warnings, all the cracks, and he told them, okay, no, go to work anyways. So everybody went to work that day. Not too long after, the building collapsed. And sheesh, Rana Plaza. Wow. Yeah. So the factory owners ignored the evacuation of this building. They're like, no, we have a deadline. We got to get these garments out for these fast fashion companies. Joe Fresh, I think you saw one of them in there, or like a tag of Joe Fresh, and I think Walmart was also in there. You see tags. People were taking pictures of the tags that were in the collapsed building. In 2014, April 23rd. And over 1,100 people died in that collapse, and around 2,500 were injured. And that was making it one of the deadliest accidents in the apparel industry in the entire world. Extremely long hours that people work, low wages, and unsafe working conditions. All that is ignored. It's like there are no rights in third world countries. They do whatever they can so that they can keep business with fast fashion companies. And it's so sad. It's like, do you, like, really? Like, money is more important than people's lives? Are you kidding me? Like, that's what you're saying to me, basically. That's what fast fashion companies are saying. And then, so you get the garment workers kind of perspective. What's going on there, and all the there are no ethics, clearly. There's no ethical fashion if you're connected with a fast fashion brand. Fast fashion brand to outsource in a third world country, right? And now going back even further to production of fibers, cotton, is actually, and now we have polyester, which is the plastic cotton. It's made with synthetic fibers, therefore it's not biodegradable. Polyester, synthetic fiber, not biodegradable. Cotton, awesome, yay, it's a natural fiber, it is biodegradable, but cotton has been tampered with. So what was once natural are now all like GMO farms for like all fibers out there. Well, cotton specifically, and we know that, and that's why when you look on tags, it's like, does it say natural cotton or does it say cotton? They use pesticides and herbicides for weeds, of course, right? And all these bugs and whatever. And people used to like spot spray for those people, right? For all the weeds and all the insects. But now you see these big planes, like the kind of thing, they're like throwing all of these chemicals, pesticides, herbicides, throughout the whole land of this cotton farm. So now all of it is tampered with. So like, if this is a cotton shirt, like there's the chemicals from it is like, seeping into my skin. It's like, it's just, or what about the air? If like, so these cotton farms are like so close to people living their daily lives, and now they're getting like cancer or terrible illnesses, like especially the kids, because they're sensitive to these things, right? The companies that have made these GMO seeds, like all the chemicals that they're spraying on these cotton farms, people that are making those are the same people that are making these medicines to help cure these diseases that are caused from the GMO seed to begin with, right? It's disgusting. It's very disgusting how capitalism has just been taking over and are killing innocent individuals, really, because of what they have done with fast fashion, with mass producing anything and everything. I'm talking about fast fashion specifically, but anything and everything really mass produced. It's just bad news. It is. So, win-win for them, but, a big lose for all of these people and Earth. It's like nobody is really looking out for the Earth. Like, we have our economy, but it's like the Earth has its economy too, but who's voting for Team Earth, right? And who's looking out for it? Nobody. So that's sickening, because like we have a strong connection with our Earth and the trees and the water and the wind and everything. It's very spiritual, but rechargeable. It recharges us, and it's so important to take care of it. And it's not just the things that we put in our body. And now that we are tampering with the oceans or waters all around everywhere, polluting it with trash and all these single-use products that have come to this earth with us, and now garments are easily disposable products now, and they shouldn't be in that category, but they are. They're like single-use products, they're getting dumped into landfills, and the production of it, as when they made it, is using lots of water, and these are harmful dyes that they're using. None of it is natural dyes anymore. Some of it are natural dyes, but everything just to be quicker. It's all about making things fast, right? That's what it's about. So the faster, the more you get paid, right? The more money. Ugh, it's just so sickening. But those are the facts, my friends and family. Those are the facts. The apparel industry is one of the largest sectors of sourcing in the world. So that implies with releasing lots of greenhouse gas emissions and their unsustainable practices. It is also one of the largest polluting industries in the world, Nothing is 100% natural fiber anymore. Everything is like my cotton poly blend or nylon, elastane. Everything has elastic in it. There's plastic in everything. There's plastic in everything now. So yes, most polluting, not just from, oh yeah, like so many garments being produced, but it's everything within so many garments being produced. How we outsource, and then all the fumes from that, like transporting everything, right? And then how it's being made with pesticides and herbicides and not natural fibers or dyes. They're just all chemicals now. And so all those chemicals that are mass produced, that are coming to us, that we don't use as long anymore, we've turned it into a disposable consumption item. We throw it out, and then it goes in the landfills, and it just continues to stay there for years and years and years. It takes like 200 years for these garments to even decompose, roughly around that time, even more than. And it's turning our world into this big pile of garbage, and we don't see it because where our stuff goes are, there's a garbage island, for crying out loud. Do you know this? There's this garbage island in our world because of all the stuff that we consume and throw away, buy, sell, and then throw out all the time, because this is the life that we have come accustomed to, that we're used to. And you think like, oh yeah, it's great. I'm having a good time. I'm having a good life. You're destroying our earth by having your good life that you... Sorry, now I'm accusing you. I'm not accusing you specifically. Like, clearly you want to know what fast fashion is and why is it a thing? Like, do I need to know what this is and how can I be better? But let me tell you a couple more facts before I tell you how you can be better, because I will. I'll tell you at the end of this video how you can do better. Both in Canada and the United States, on average, the average person throws out 81 pounds of textiles annually, while North America sends like about 10 million tons of clothing into the landfills every year. So there you have it, my friends and family. These are the facts. These are the numbers. It's real. So we have to do something about it. Okay. Wow, I have a lot to say, and I will keep saying it. But you know what? This is the first video. I made a video on sustainable fashion, or link in the description below if you want to check that out. Our poor Earth, or Mother Earth, like, we're destroying her. We really are, and like we can't survive as individuals with this fast developing society, economy that we are creating for ourselves. We cannot survive that way, and the Earth, our Mother Earth, definitely cannot survive that way. So what can you do? What can you do? I got some information for you as what you can do to be a more sustainable human.